99X. We are the Morning X, Barnes and Leslie and Fram. You know, I want to give you a little secret. I don't know if you know this, but we are known for our medical segments.
Yeah, we are, because we had that huge segment about dementia that actually helped a lot of people.
Well, I was kidding.
Well, getting serious. Well,
Yeah.
I was getting serious.
Across the globe. No, but this is one that definitely warrants a segment that this may be music to your ears. There's some breaking action with allergies, and we have not just a report on it, we have the guy that wrote the report.
You went to the guy.
Let's go over to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, Dr. Brian Vickery. Welcome to the Morning X, sir.
Thanks for having me, guys. It's great to be with you.
Absolutely. We don't have smart people on the program very often, so it's good. We welcome you with open arms.
Oh my gosh, you guys! I'm so happy to be here. I'm a child of the '80s and '90s, growing up in Atlanta. Long-time listener, first-time caller, as they say.
No kidding!
Wow.
Oh yeah.
We had no
Big
idea.
time.
We keep finding out these smart people that listen. This is really helping me to go through the
I'm
day
impressed.
knowing that if we're ever in trouble,
Yeah.
smart people are right there.
Hey, you guys are famous. When Barnes and Leslie call, we answer.
Not.
We
Okay.
have doctors that listen to the show.
Tell us about what's going on and break it down to like third grade level.
Oh, this is important.
Yeah, it is. No, it is. So I've spent the last 15 years of my career or so working on food allergies. And there are a lot of misconceptions out there about food allergies. I think a lot of times people think, people are being picky, or it's a preference, or maybe it's a real problem, but it's not a big problem. Like if you eat a certain thing, you get a tummy ache or something.
Well, hold on. To that point, what is the deal with when you're on a flight and they say, "Hey, okay, everybody, sorry, no peanuts," and everyone's like, "Oh, and it's someone who has an allergy."
I think we've all experienced that, in travel, and the fact of the matter is that small amounts of exposure are enough to cause reactions in people who are allergic. And, food allergies are the leading cause of anaphylaxis in children. Anaphylaxis is a severe allergic reaction. So this is a condition that is estimated to send a child to the emergency room every 3 minutes.
Wow.
So just that in the air, like on a plane, someone pops open the little bag and a piece of it flies to a particle, that could get to the person and make them sick?
Generally, the biggest concern is if they were to consume some of it, even a small amount accidentally. And so, I think when we clear the entire plane, that's a big safeguard just to try to say, hey, we respect this. We're gonna, it's not a big deal for us to skip a snack to make sure that somebody else is safe. Most of the exposure that really can be harmful is with ingestion, but even small amounts are enough to cause serious problems.
I didn't realize this was such an issue with children. Has this increased over the years because of what's in our food?
Well, we could spend the rest of the morning trying to figure out why
sure.
this is happening. But we do think it's a real thing.
Yeah.
It now affects 1 in 13 kids, or about 8% of children, with estimates suggesting that it has doubled or even tripled in terms of frequency within a generation. Right. So it's a lot of people ask that. Is this a real thing? I didn't hear about this when I was a kid, and now we can't send peanut snacks to school anymore, and it's because it has gotten to be a much bigger problem than it was in the past, and probably for environmental reasons, things that are changing in our environment that means that kids' immune systems are not developing the way they should.
What have you discovered with all your years of research that will now help these people?
Well, when I got into the field, we really didn't have anything to offer patients except for be careful, try not to eat these foods.
Okay.
Here's an EpiPen. If something goes wrong, use the EpiPen and go to the emergency room as fast as you can. And that was sort of all we had to offer patients. And now the reason we're talking this morning is because recently the FDA approved a new treatment for food allergy. Not only one, but multiple food allergies, which affect 30 to 40% of patients. So we can now use a medication that we've had available for 20 years to protect these patients, not only children but also adults, from food allergy. It's not a cure, but we've shown in this recent trial that this medication really changes people's sensitivity levels so that when these accidents happen, they're protected. They can take that plane flight without a concern.
So you take the pill in anticipation of being in a situation or after something happens, not like daily?
So it's an injection. It's a medication that's given as a shot, and it's either given once or twice a month. This is a medicine that we've used for asthma for 20 years. And as long as you take these shots, you're still being careful about avoidance. You're still reading labels. You're still carrying your epinephrine, but you're protected in the event of the inevitable accident that happens in the kitchen or at the school or, during the sleepover, despite all of your best, intentions for it not to happen.
How long did you work on this study?
5 years. This study was the most challenging clinical trial that we've ever done here at Emory and at Children's. There were 9 other sites around the country that participated in it, and not only was it a challenging study, it started in 2019. So COVID happened in the middle of it, and we had to navigate the whole COVID situation to get this thing done, but we did. And it resulted in the approval of this new medication for lots of people who need it.
What's the name of the medication?
The generic name is omalizumab, which is a mouthful. Oh. The trade name is Xolair.
Leslie, is omalizumab still playing at Smith's next weekend?
Yeah. I knew you were going to say that. Is there a way that, or we could put a link to this study, or how can people actually see this? That would be amazing.
Yeah, so we have updated our website to provide the public information about the treatment. So if people go to choa.org/food allergy, they can read all about it there.
Yeah, and we'll link it too.
If they want to talk to us about it and make an appointment to see us, we'd be happy to walk them through it.
Wow, that's impressive. So this just happened. So the drug has been around for other uses, but it took how many years to get approved?
Well, it actually only took 2.5 months to get approved. Once we submitted the data to the FDA, which happened in December, the drug got approved in mid-February, which is a recognition of the fact that the FDA says, hey, this is a big problem, this multiple food allergy problem. It's severe. Patients don't have good options. If there's a medication that can help these patients, we're going to get it to market as soon as we can. It took them 2.5 months to review the data, and now it's commercially available. But we've had the drug around for 20 years in the treatment of asthma and other conditions.
Just real quick, peanuts, what else? Eggs, what are some of the foods that it will help you?
Yeah, so we tested it in kids with milk, egg, peanut, wheat, cashew, walnut, and hazelnut, common allergens. But the approval is for one or more foods. So theoretically, this could work for almost any food that patients are allergic to.
Excellent news.
Barnes, I would like to point out, Barnes, that this is the first allergist immunologist that we've had on our show. I just wanted to bring that up.
And there may be no more.
I am honored to be the first. I appreciate it.
Not because you weren't good. I'm saying because we probably won't find another one that listens, especially.
This is amazing.
So yes, Dr. Incredible. Brian Vickery, Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, doing good things. That's awesome. Congratulations on your study and everything that has moved forward. That's impressive.
Thanks, you guys.
You got it.
Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
This is the original. It is 99X.